beautiful. It's like a little teepee. I feel like I'm in fairyland.
Are
I'm very
you
happy.
sitting on a fairyland bed? Is that where you are?
Yes, we've created a fairyland bed. There's fairy lights everywhere, lots of pillows. I think I might leave it like this forever.
This is, and we've coordinated with our pinks today.
Of course, we have to. How are you going?
I'm good. I'm so good. I feel like a little bit nervous because I'm excited about what's going to happen. So this is our first ever special OPPO under the covers where we've taken it literally. I'm not under the covers, but I'm feeling quite bed, getting a
Yeah,
little bit up close and personal with you. Vera Blue, you're our first artist in this live stream series, which
so
you
exciting.
might be watching on Vera's Instagram Live or on OPPO Australia's YouTube, but it's basically this. We wanted to do something really thoughtful and really special. So we're going to talk about what's going on at the moment, how we're both dealing with it. We're doing a bunch of fan Q&As, so please start posting in the comments questions and stuff. My eyes are going to dart down and look at what things you want to know from Vera. And of course, you've got your guitar. We're going
Yes,
into acoustic wonderland tonight.
for sure.
So I feel excited. How have you been going in this very strange time, Vera?
Yeah, things have been like, I guess it is weird, and it's a completely different time. It's weird for the world. So I think it's almost like the world is transitioning, going through something that hopefully will come out the other side better, and things will be more positive in the future. But yeah, I think during this time I've kind of just been trying to focus on doing things that I didn't have time doing before, like whether it's cooking or whether it's, you know, making a puzzle or we've been watching Star Wars. So at the moment, I think we watched Rogue One yesterday. So we're kind of just like rolling through all the different episodes of Star Wars, which is really cool. So yeah, just doing things that I haven't done before and working on new music. So it's been really nice to have time, but yeah, it's a very weird time.
It is a weird time, and it's that thing as well where I think you and I have spoken about this in the past, this idea of constantly making plans and being really productive in this
Yeah,
traditional sense of going, I need to publish this thing and put this next thing out. So it's actually a nice time to be a little bit grounded and
yeah,
play around with things that we otherwise haven't been that in touch with.
definitely. It's been like weird, I think, for artists, and people that are touring in particular, because there were all these festivals happening, and then all of a sudden the festivals got cancelled. Like I was meant to be doing a few shows with Flume, and then all of a sudden it was like, well, I guess we're not traveling. So it's kind of just like,
Mm.
yeah, just dealing with that kind of thing where it's like, I wonder when we're going to be able to do a live show again. But that's why doing something like this is really special. We can still connect with our audiences and answer questions and interact, which is really special. So really happy to be doing this.
I always think about that with you as well, because authenticity is something that you've always talked about in terms of connecting with your audiences, and you're constantly on the road, and being able to pick and choose in this time to which things you actually want to take part in, like which
Mm,
things feel really genuine. And even just looking at this now, like we're using the OPPO Find X2 new handset where the
yeah.
camera is just so beautiful. Like I feel like I'm in that little fairyland with
I feel
you.
like I'm in your
So
room.
you're in my room. You're actually there's a tie-in with what the picture is up there, which we're going to get to in a couple of seconds. But I saw a question come in just before when you were talking about cooking just then. Someone called Rebecca
Yes.
said, "Hey Vera Blue, can you please bake me another chocolate cake?"
Yes, and that Rebecca is my boyfriend's brother's girlfriend, and she is such a legend. And I cooked a mud cake for my brother's birthday a couple of weeks ago, and there was so much left over when we sent them some cake and they tasted it, and she loved it. So she's like, "Please make another one." I'm like, "Sure."
Oh man, we're getting into our baking, but we're going to get into music as well. So that's actually, like, you can't really see it, but it's a poster of David Bowie, who
Love bowl.
you are about to debut a very
Yes.
special cover of. So we're properly getting under the covers tonight with Vera Blue.
Mhm.
Can you please tell
Definitely.
us what it is that you're covering?
So I'm going to cover a beautiful song called Heroes by David Bowie. I feel like this song I've connected to a lot lately in terms of like relationship things or friendships. Going through this tough time, you can you know, have that person stick by you, and no matter what you're going through, you guys can like get through it together, and you know, still feel the love and make it through the end. And yeah, I think it's a super empowering song for relationships in general. So yeah, this is Heroes.
I will be queen, and you will be king, and nothing will drive them away. We can beat them just for one day. We can be heroes just for one day. I wish you could swim like the dolphins can swim, and nothing will keep us together. We can beat them forever and ever. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day. I will be queen, and you will be king, and nothing will drag them away. We can beat them just for one day. We can be ours just for one day. I can remember standing by the wall, and the guns shot above our heads, and we kissed as though nothing could fall, and the shape was on the other side. Ooh, we can be heroes forever and ever. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day. Oh, we can be heroes just for one day.
Such a lovely
Oh,
song. I love that song.
God, that song is just, it's beautiful in any context, but hearing you, and even in the first, it was like 15 seconds in and you did the first and nothing note,
Yeah.
and I just went, oh, you and I,
The
like we've
melody's
spoken
so
about
nice.
the goosebump note where you just go,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh, I'm glad you loved it. That's good. I hope everyone else liked it out there.
love it. And there's so many like questions, comments coming in, people getting hyped on it. And you're someone that we were talking about live shows just before and missing that connectivity, and seen you so many times on stage with all the, you know, the tulle, like the purple and the orange and like the big backdrops and stuff, but actually just hearing your voice, which is what everybody like really truly, it's what we love about you, the fact that you can be so strong but also so delicate in these moments too. So it's so
Yeah,
nice to have
really
you on board.
intimate, like super intimate, and like it's very like, what's the word where you feel vulnerable? It's quite a vulnerable situation to be able to just sit in front of a camera and know that there's people watching on the other side. Like you feel a little bit naked, but it's yeah, it's a different experience to performing like at a festival or a live show. But I think that's how it's gonna be for a little bit, and I think we should embrace it and enjoy it.
Yeah, the silver lining. There's a
Yeah.
question from Alicia asking about new albums. Another a question from Zach. Shout out to Zach Tooley, saying, is there going to be more new music coming soon? The only thing getting me through this year is the hope for new music by you. I know you put out the Lewis the Child collaboration this week too, but you said just before you're working on writing some more songs.
Yeah, so just at the moment, while we have time, just working on new music in general, not sure what's to come, but at the moment just trying to create, you know, a story and create something that's been happening in the last few months and few years of my life. So always work on new music, and there will be some coming soon, fingers crossed. But yeah, the Lewis the Child track came out this week, and it's been really awesome to be able to collaborate from afar. I haven't even met these guys in person, so it was kind of like a Zoom session where we met and we're like, hey, oh my God, meeting from afar. So those kinds of things have been really cool, but definitely working on new music for you guys always.
A big favourite of yours is, of course, Lady Powers. Will you treat us to an acoustic version of the Lady Powers jam?
Of course. Yeah, it was like Mother's Day recently, and that song was just something that I think I performed it on Mother's Day for something, or I was in my room and just performing it and was like, it's actually Mother's Day. This song will definitely go out to all the mothers out there and all the women in life in general. This song is like a female empowerment song, but it's also like about respect, about finding those people in your life that respect you, and also about respecting yourself. So this is Lady Powers.
Lady, 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 lady powers. Lady, 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 lady powers. I thought that you said you'd buy me flowers, so you had me waiting here for hours. Empty-handed, you took for granted my lady, 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 lady powers. I thought that you said you'd take me dancing. Nothing special, just a touch of romance. I can't stand it, I could take for granted my lady, 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 lady powers. I'm not gonna beg for your respect. I won't be defined by your eyes. You can't refuse, but I shouldn't have to use my lady, 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 lady powers. Lady, 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 lady powers. I know that you think I'm going crazy, but I'm not gonna settle for anything short of amazing. Couple billion on the earth, do you think I deserve someone who puts me first? I'm not gonna beg for your respect. No, I won't be defined by your eyes. Beauty and lies, unsatisfied. All the things we do for your kind, you can't refuse, but I shouldn't have to use my lady, 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 lady powers. 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 And I could bear my body and my bones, but that would only tear me from my throne. Whoa, 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 whoa. My lady, 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 lady powers. My lady, 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 lady powers. My lady, 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 lady powers. My lady, 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 lady powers.
Thank you. That song goes out to you too.
It's rapturous applause. It's rapturous applause. Yeah. It's so weird how close I feel, and I'm sure everyone else feels this way too. It's so weird how I can feel so close to you even though we're not in the same room. It's actually quite bizarre how this connection feels so genuine, and being able to watch you so.
I could pat your head if you're sitting right there.
I'm a good little hound.
So good.
I love hearing that song. I can't believe how much kind of sass and rhythm you can bring into a track with you sitting on your bed with your acoustic guitar.
I can't help but like bob my head a bit.
I know. There's where you're like, short of amazing. Always like,
amazing.
it must be so fun. There's a question that's come in here that people are talking about. You must miss touring and things. And then Tours has said, what's the thing that you have enjoyed the most about being home? Which we talked about a little bit before, but what things have you found that have really kind of given you strength in this pretty uncertain and hard time?
Well, I think the main thing is having time to self-care. I think like when I'm in the studio or when I'm touring, it's always go, go, go. And there's like no time to really actually think about how I am emotionally. So now, you know, even though this time is super crazy and it's messing with emotions anyway, I think it's nice to actually be able to, you know, tap into meditation or go for walks and eat clean, and just kind of just look after myself, which has been really nice. So hopefully other people out there are doing that as well. And I think it'll help them get through this phase if it's, you know, if you're looking after yourself. Yeah.
And while we're talking about that connection and self-love, there's a song of yours that you and I have spoken about a lot, Hold, that you have talked about in terms of it doesn't have to be about a romantic love. It can be about a real internal and therefore this kind of community feeling. So I'd love to hear that song now, please.
Yes. I feel like Hold's a song that I'm going to like probably forever relate to, because obviously I'm in love at the moment, and you know that person. This song was actually written about no one in particular. When I was actually writing it, I didn't actually have anyone that I was writing about. So it was kind of like that you know, that feeling of security and that sense of feeling safe with someone. And you know, whether that's like someone that you know you're in love with, or someone that like a best friend, or you know, a cat, or something that makes you feel love. So I think this song's always going to be something that I relate to, and hopefully other people do as well. So this is Hold.
I love the way you tie me down. False words will never be allowed. When I am yours, when I am yours, when we are whole, when we are whole. You lost the many faults you found. You kept what was worth keeping around. When I am yours, when I am yours, when we are whole, when we are whole. Wanting you to know before things become overgrown, there are reasons why I am this way. Wanting you to know before things become overgrown, there are reasons why I am. And I have opened my heart so many times. You have hold of it now. I need you to breathe new life into me. You have hold of it now. I tried to loosen off your hold, but you stayed and nothing made you fold. I knew when you took me over that you were not like the other. I can be young and reckless, but you stayed. And I've opened my heart so many times. You you, wanting you to know before things become overgrown. There are reasons why I am this way, wanting you to know before things become overgrown. There are reasons why I am. And all those times I tried to make you forget me, you stayed, and all those times I tried to make you forget me, you stayed. When I am yours, when I am yours, when we are whole, when we are whole.
Thank you.
It's the goosebump moment again.
Huh?
I love that song. I was like, if that's the goosebump moment again for me. I remember that because that was the first song that you'd released under the Vera Blue name, and it was like this whole new introduction to who you were as an artist. It's such a special track. It must still feel that way for you, right?
Yes. It's such a lovely one. So thank you for enjoying it, and hopefully everyone enjoyed it too. I think it's something that it's a song that means a lot to me, and I think, especially during this time, it's nice to keep those ones that you love close and speak to your friends and tell them that you love them and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it was a really exciting time to be able to release music under this project, and I'm so happy that people have enjoyed it. So yeah, it's awesome.
We're actually going to go way back a little bit. I've looked at there's so many like comments and stuff coming in, but Nat has written saying, how old were you when you wrote your first song?
I think I was like 15 or 16. I was listening to so much Angus and Julia Stone, their first album, and I was just like obsessing over their songwriting. So I was just kind of like, and I had taught myself a little bit of guitar at the time. I was listening to a lot of Angus and Julia Stone and Taylor Swift. And then when I would search on YouTube, all of Angus and Julia Stone stuff, one of Angus's like covers was a Joni Mitchell song, and I'm a huge Joni Mitchell fan since like discovering her. So I was like, I think I can like try and write a song. I would always just learn covers and stuff, and then I was like, maybe I can write a song. And the first love song that I wrote was, I think it was called Candle in the Night, or maybe it was called Stay With Me. And when I listened back to it, I'm like, oh, those are very cheesy lyrics, but at the time it meant a lot to me. I think I'd fallen in love for the first time. Well, that's what I thought love was. But it did feel like love. It was actually quite a nice experience. But high school was a crazy time. But yeah, during high school, I think I was about, 16, 15.
What did you pick up first? Was it guitar or was it piano? Or?
Well, I grew up playing violin, and my older sister sings, and we would sing duets together, and I would play violin at like school, the Stedfords and things like that. But I was always singing, but yeah, I picked up the guitar and was just teaching myself really simple chords. And you can't go wrong with simple chords. You can kind of learn any song with some sort of simple chord. So yeah.
We're going to get into more live music, getting up close and personal. Okay, what should we do next? Let's do the song that I heard you do the first time when you premiered it, when we were doing the set, back when we could be in the same room together.
Yep, all pretty girls.
In person. Yeah, all the pretty girls. Let's do all the pretty girls.
Okay, awesome. Do this one. This one's a really awesome one at festivals. The audience just screams it, and they put their arms up, and it's so awesome. So I really miss that, but hopefully this can do it justice.
Every comment is people arms up in the air.
I know. Like an Annie's dream crew got left drop earring, cigarette stuck to the bottom of your lip. Saw you standing on the corner of the street. You got your own style, but the way that you're moving, I know your type. I spent too many nights like mascara dripping from my eyes. So I tell myself, girl, don't get too close. You make all the pretty girls cry. You so easy, you don't even try. I get turned on, I get strung out on the idea. With the chaos and the bad romantic feels. But guys like you know what to say to get me naked, give me temporary pleasure. There's something you do better. You make all the pretty girls cry. You so easy, you don't even try. You spoil the story with us when you're looking like that. It's deadly but heavenly, always leaving their side. You make all the pretty girls cry. I know your type, I spend too many nights. Black mascara dripping from my eyes. So I tell myself, girl, don't get too close. You make all the pretty girls cry. You so easy, you don't even try. You spoil the story with us when you're looking like that. It's deadly but heavenly, always leaving their side. You make all the pretty girls cry. You make all the pretty girls cry.
How much that song actually was inspired by like some Fleetwood Mac vibes. Before the song was actually properly produced, it was like super Fleetwood Mac-y, which is awesome. I'm a huge fan of them, but like, yeah, I think that one, if people like Fleetwood Mac out there, maybe they'll be able to hear it, but yeah, maybe on the acoustic they will.
That's cool. Great band.
Love
So
Fleetwood Mac.
favorite. There's
You love Fleetwood Mac?
Love. Stevie Nicks, love. Lindsey Buckingham on guitar, love. The Controversies, love. You need a bit of troublesome stuff going on within a band to, really get the creative juice going on.
Drama.
You need a bit of that tension. You need the drama.
Yeah.
So you covered David Bowie earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We mentioned Fleetwood Mac. You mentioned Joni Mitchell, Angus and Julia Stone. Alicia has commented saying, who is your all-time favorite artist, dead or alive?
Definitely Joni Mitchell. I love the way she tells a story through her music. And I love her as a person. She's super empowering and just relaxed and zen and just writes the coolest music. She wrote a song called Big Yellow Taxi, which people will probably recognize from a cover that was released like a couple of decades ago, maybe 10 years ago or something. But that is actually her original song, and it's just so awesome and super empowering. And yeah, she's one with nature, which I also love. But I've been super into Lana Del Rey lately. Her latest record is so cool. Who else do I like? Definitely Angus and Julia Stone, always.
Vera Blue. We've got one more song. Can you believe it? We've got one final song.
Yeah.
We're ending with an epic one though. What are we going to end with?
I thought to finish off, some people have said they wanted to hear Mended, which is awesome. It's a really beautiful song. It's the last song on my album Perennial. It kind of like sums up the whole record about how, you've been through heartbreak, you've gone through a lot, you've come out of the relationship, you've developed a sense of like self from kind of, being hurt. Basically, when you're heartbroken, you get stronger. It seems really hard to explain to people who are going through heartbreak, but once you come out the other side, it is like, wow, I am like so much better, in my own self. So this song was kind of like also realizing that, as time goes on, you never truly mended from those heartbreak, those moments of heartbreak, but you're still a little bit stronger from them. So yeah, this one's called Mended.
Just thinking about us, I've come undone. Looking back, I don't know who lost or won. Tell me now. Tell me now. Expressions in my mind that I can't translate, even though I will learn to appreciate. But tell me how. Tell me how. It's been a little while since we have ended, but we haven't mended. We haven't mended. It's been a little while since we have ended, but we haven't mended. We haven't mended. It's getting close, it's getting close, it's getting close. It's getting close, it's getting close, it's getting close. It's getting close, it's getting close, it's getting close. It's getting close. I'm not laying blame, I'm not keeping score. I just wish I could find who I was before. I can't go back. I know that. Oh, it's been a little while since we have ended, but we haven't mended. We haven't mended. It's been a little while since we have ended, but we haven't mended. We haven't mended. Oh, what am I supposed to do when most of me still belongs to you? What am I supposed to do when most of me still belongs to you? What am I supposed to do when most of me still belongs to you? It's been a little while since we have ended, but we haven't mended. We haven't mended. It's been a little while since we have ended. We haven't mended. Oh, we haven't mended. It's getting close. 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 What am I supposed to do when most of me still belongs to you? What am I supposed to do when most of me still belongs to you? It's getting close.
Thank you. That song
Thank
also
you
relates to
so
like what everyone's going through now. It's like hopefully it's, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel is coming and we'll get through it and life can go on.
Yeah, and in the meantime, it's so important just to keep that real center keep that realignment going on and not feel the pressure of, you know, the noise that's constantly coming through in like your news feeds and everything, and this pressure to just keep going and pretend that nothing's going on. It's actually nice to kind of sit in it and acknowledge it. I'm so glad we got to do this.
Me too. It's been so nice. So nice. Loved it.
Well, I think we're basically running out of time. This has been the first episode for OPPO's Under the Covers series, where we're getting super intimate with Australian artists. We're going to do another one next week, so please keep an eye on OPPO's Australia's socials, as well as my socials. You can watch this back on OPPO Australia's YouTube channel. But Vera, what are you going to do with the rest of your night? I just want to like snuggle and watch something.
Yeah, think about watch some more Star Wars. Have a wine and just enjoy being at home and chill out. I'm excited to see who's on next week. I'm really pumped for you guys.
It's I feel like it's they're going to take it to some sort of party mode.
Yes, we need party mode. We have chill time. We need party.
We're going intimate party. Thank you so much, and I look forward to actually seeing you and touching your face. But until then,
thank you for having me. Thank you.
Bye.
So. Bye, lovely. Mwah.
Bye.